Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. If you're just joining us, howdy hey, howdy hey. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're watching this on replay, please make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the page, helps us out quite a bit. We're on our way to 40,000 subs, and ladies and gentlemen, I want to hit that pretty dang soon. So thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for talking a little horror, guys. We have a whole bunch of things to talk about. Wow. Haven't had a whole lot of news this week, likely because of CinemaCon next week. Lots of announcements, I'm sure, are going to be starting come Monday. But we have a lot of exciting things to kind of get into today, little horror news things that we may or may not talk about. Maybe we just want to talk about some Scream 8, Terrifier 4, Scary Movie 6 theories? I don't know. But a lot of fun stuff that will be covered on the page in one way, shape, or form, which is fun. So welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's talk a little horror. We look at that, Jacob. I swear to God, I didn't even look at the chat. Jacob Pace Wells, the first chat in here, is saying 3 more days until CinemaCon. That's so nuts. That's crazy. Do you think that Scream 8 will be announced and Nev, Courtney, and Isabel will return? I mean, you know, I imagine they'll talk about Scream 8. If they don't, I'd be shocked, especially after the last one made 200 million. I don't know why people are messaging me, by the way, saying that Scream 7 made 300, 400 million. It did not. That would be insane numbers. 200's already insane numbers for a slasher film. It did not make 300, 400 million, but it did make 200, which is crazy. That's still a huge achievement. So I'm sure they'll be talking about it. You know, who ends up coming back, we'll have to see. But I would literally sell my soul at this point to get a Scream movie with an all-new cast of characters. I would sell my soul. Like, please, for the love of God, new characters, stronger murder mystery, something that doesn't reflect 7. That would be nice. Paula Fitzhenry, thank you for being a channel member. Hi, hello. What's up, what's up? Thank you so much for being a channel member. Thank you for your support. Speaking of which, we have Anime Kingdom DM. Maybe Anime Kingdom MDM, maybe? What's up, what's up? Welcome to the Ghostface tier. Thank you for becoming a channel member. You'll be able to see the brand new episode of our Dexter reaction series tomorrow early before it releases on Friday. So I'm really excited to put that one out. I'm working on it right now. Episode 8, and for those who have seen Dexter, you might know something big that happens in episode 8 that I did not know about. Whoo, shit. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm working on probably the best Dexter reaction video so far. When that comes out, it's a good one. That's that's all I'm gonna say. But wow, whew, pretty big reveal in that episode. That was pretty crazy. So I had a really fun time getting to that. You'll see more on Friday, and channel members tomorrow. Dave Sim, thank you for hanging out with us. You're saying Big Daddy Jake. That's me, Big Daddy Dave. How are you? Currently watching Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen. Very nice, very nice. Great watch. Really fun little series on Netflix. Super into it. Just still confused, though. I'm on the 4th episode. Looking forward to see how it ends. It's got a lot of twists and turns. Got a lot of, you know, interesting hurdles that you got to get over, I think, which is really fun about the series. But I enjoyed it for what it was. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, took some different directions than I think other things like it. I think when it started off, you know, in those first couple episodes, I'm like, this kind of feels like something I've already seen before. And I think where it ends up going, it kind of finds some ways to surprise, and I thought that was fun. So there's some good stuff in there. I'm excited for you to get to the end. The last episode was probably my favorite. The last episode was insane. RJ Skarenki is hanging out with us too, saying can't wait for Scary Movie 6, Scream 8, and Heart Eyes 2. Yes, a lot of stuff that feels like late 90s horror right there for sure. Heart Eyes 2, you know, we're hearing that our 2 main characters from the last one that basically joined the cast. We have Mason Gooding and Olivia Holt back on board, as reported by a couple of people now. I think Dread Central almost exclusively. But Hard Eyes 2 it's shaping up. It's coming together. We're making it happen. And I can't wait to see what it's all about. I hope that, you know, the first Hard Eyes I thought was really good concept, but I just wish that the murder mystery had hit a little harder. I feel like they made it pretty damn obvious who the killer was. And I just really hope that this next one, they find a way to, you know, just improve upon the same concept. I thought it was fun that it was like, here's this rom-com also with a slasher. Like, pretty cool concept overall, but I think you need to build a better murder mystery around where you ultimately ended up going. So hopefully they can have a stronger murder mystery in the next one, and maybe that'll rock. Maybe we'll have Hard Eyes 2 be even better than the original. That would be sweet. That would be very, very sweet. Erica Stabs for Likes is also with us. Thanks for being a member. Thank you for modding tonight, Erica. You rock so hard. Thank you for being with us. I know you're also watching Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen. I think you just finished it. I have been editing literally all day. So I'm so sorry I have not been able to get back to you. But I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did. I had a pretty good time with it. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Pretty solid series. So glad you enjoyed it. Horror Becomes Her is saying, good evening, everyone. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Thank you for stabbing the like button. It means a lot. Always got to make that happen. Renamon? Hello. Hello, my friend. How are you? Will I rank the scary movies in a future video? When 6 comes out? Absolutely, yes. 100%. I already know that, 4 and 5 are at the bottom. I don't think that's going to change, but I really think what's above that is going to be what's more interesting. So I'm excited to see how all that shapes up. 6 is, I feel like I can't do a ranking until 6 comes out, and not just because it's the new movie, but also, where is that going? Where is that going to go in the rankings? I'm so excited to find that out in particular. Because 6 looks funny, man. 6 looks genuinely it looks like a good time. I think my phone just totally fell. Oh, man. How did that even happen? There's a ghost in here. There's a ghost in this room. I had it on a flat surface. I think I pissed off the ghosts with my Dexter video today. I was screaming in this room earlier. Crazy. But yes, I will rank the scary movie films, and I'm really excited to see where 6 ranks amongst the other ones. Don't sell your soul. We like your soul. Don't sell it, Erica. I would sell it if it means that Scream 8 is a fresh feeling film. I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even kidding at this point. Let's try to summon the devil so that I can sell my soul so we get a better Scream movie. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty dope. Paula's saying, nice seeing everyone. That's very kind of you, Paula. I love that. Welcome in. It's always nice seeing everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us, talking a little horror. Eli Cortez is saying, what's up, Jake in chat? What's up, Eli? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us. You're also saying, don't forget to slash that like button and sub to this awesome channel. You're awesome, Eli. Thanks for being here. We also got Amber Terra saying, hey, Jake, do you have any news about the cast of Scream 8? I've heard on X that Jenna Ortega is interested in joining the franchise. I honestly have no idea how true that is, so don't quote me on that. To my knowledge, they don't even have a finished script, so I doubt we're going to get any casting announcements anytime soon. I think it's going to be a lot of figuring out who the behind-the-scenes people are for now. Like Jacob was talking about earlier, I feel like we're definitely going to get an announcement about Scream 8 at CinemaCon saying hey, it's happening. Here's our writers. Maybe we get a director announcement as well. That has not been officially announced, even though there's been some rumblings about another group of sisters that may be directing it. So this might be one of the first times in film history, and again, maybe this has happened, but I can't think of another example of this being the case, where one set of sisters will be writing this film and another set of sisters will be directing it. That's insane. I can't even think of another situation where we've had two sets of just siblings in general writing something and then another set of siblings directing. That sounds really unique. That sounds like a really interesting situation. And that would have me really excited for Scream 8 if that rumor kind of ends up being true. I'm leaning towards is it the Sorkin sisters or something like that? Is that their last name? I already kind of forgot. But they were kind of tweeting out a little bit something about maybe being involved. I thought that was kind of interesting. Is it Sorka? Who the fuck is it? They did the Rabid remake, I remember. See, now I have to look it up because Rabid 2019. Yeah, they did this movie. Soska, not Sorka. I don't know where I got that from. But yeah, the Soska sisters. They might be directing it. I don't know what's going on there, but that's exciting. That is definitely exciting. I can't wait to find out more. Yeah, I don't think we're going to hear anything about the cast until maybe before they film. Maybe a month or two before that. Which, if Mary Ann Madalena, the executive producer of a lot of these movies, all of them in fact, if we're taking her word for what's going to happen with the franchise, then they're probably going to shoot this fall. I don't know if that's true or not. I really hope they take their time. I really hope they take their time and just figure some shit out, because they got to figure some shit out before they get into the next movie. I hope they don't rush into it. I hope they just take their time. If it takes them 3 more years to make Scream 8, I'm fine with that. With no behind the scenes drama, just figuring out a good script, cool. Just for the love of God, slow down and figure some shit out. But yeah, I think it's going to be a while before we get some big casting updates like that. It would be great to come back to the core 4. I would love to see Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera come back. I feel like there's definitely at least one more story with them. But I think more than anything, I'm just craving a fresh story altogether with no ties to the past. So I think me personally, again, I would sell my soul if it means we get a whole new set of characters that are dealing with a new Ghostface problem and no references to the past. We have done it. We have done if you want references to the past, guys, you got to see the last 3 Scream movies, because it's all references. It's all, you remember that thing from the original, you remember all those things from the last 30 years or so? That's the last 3 Scream movies. Give us a solely focused on a new murder mystery and story. That would be great. That would be dope. That would make me very happy. I would be tickled. I'd be so happy. I messaged you about it, Jake, because I had no one else to talk to about it. Erica, I'll hit you up afterwards, because I'm curious about I'm curious your thoughts. I'm curious your thoughts on it. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's like a 10 out of 10 or anything like that, but I was like, it's cool. It's a cool little story. And I liked it. It kept me on the edge of my seat, you know? That's the least I could ask for from a good little mini series like that. If you're going to have 8 hours of my time, at least keep me entertained. And I think it absolutely did that for sure. Gory Tiger, what's up, my friend? Welcome in. Thank you for keeping the tiger fed. We appreciate you. Thank you for all the spooky emojis as well. I love it. Some very good stuff out there. We got Freddy saying, Jake, what's up, bro? What's up, Freddy? Welcome in. I love your name. Reminds me of one of my favorite horror villains. Very dope. We got Roberta out there saying hello. What's up, Roberta? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. You're eating a Cadbury egg, says Horror Becomes Her. Very nice. I like that, I like that. Who else is with us? What else we got going on? We got Mr. Cosplay. I almost said MR Cosplay. What's up, MR Cosplay? Mr. Cosplay. Sorry. Mr. Cosplay is my father. No, what's up, Mr. Cosplay? How are you? We need a Freddy movie. God, say it louder for the executives who hold the rights, dude. Say it louder for the people, for the executives in the back, for the love of God. Yes, I would kill for a new Freddy movie. That would be so fun. I feel like now is the right time. 2 years ago was the right time for a Freddy movie, but now especially is the right time for some more Freddy action. I mean, we've had all these other franchises come back and kind of, you know, take over the space a little bit. People would freak the fuck out if we got a new Nightmare, man. I mean, that would be the biggest fucking thing in horror. We need another one of these big franchises to come back, you know? We've been talking so much Halloween and Scream on this on this page. I'm so ready to get into something like this. It doesn't seem like there's that much excitement for Crystal Lake, not as much as there probably would be if we were getting a new just Jason movie in general. Anytime I try to talk about Crystal Lake, just doesn't seem like the excitement's there. But I will say I'm hyped for that show. I think it's going to be good. I feel like the cast is very strong. We have ton of people in that, a lot of recognizable names, and I can't think of any of them for some reason. But Crystal Lake coming later this year, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Why can't Linda Cardellini? I couldn't think of that name for some reason. Will Catlett is also in it. Great dude, fucking rocks. Callum Vincent is gonna play little baby Jason. I think it's gonna be great. I don't know. I'm really fucking hyped for this show. It's gonna be great. Brad Caleb Kane is show running it. He's done a lot of other really cool shows like the It Welcome to Derry. I think it's gonna be good. I have a lot of faith in it. Come at the end of this year, we're gonna be doing a lot of Friday the 13th stuff. Moving into a winter, which I feel like is weird, right? Isn't Friday the 13th is such a summer franchise for me. Like I put those on typically like June or July. So it's gonna be kind of weird, but I'm here for it. I'm down. Let's make it happen. Let's see what that's all like in the wintertime. Maybe Never Hike in the Snow will be a good watch then. That might be nice for that time of year. But yeah, I need a new Friday. I need a new Nightmare film for sure. I love this from Erica. We do need a new Freddy movie, and I need Jamie Campbell Bower to play Freddy. I won't ever stop saying that. I think he'd have way more to do there than as Vecna in Stranger Things. You know, can I just be honest? I feel like that would be dope as fuck. I love Jamie Campbell, Jamie Campbell Bowers. I think he's great on Stranger Things, but I'd love to see him play something in a field that's a little more R-rated than than Stranger Things, right? So yes, I'm very down for that. It'd be great casting, in my opinion. Robert Englund is doubling down on who is it? Is it Ethan Hawke or Kevin Bacon? One of those. He's always saying get one of those guys to play Freddy because he's like I'm done. I'm chilling. He's doing some voice acting in the new Pinocchio flick, but that's it. he's just doing his little voice roles here and there, and I respect him for it. It's all good. But I do really want to see that happen. Ethan Dickinson concurs, saying, been saying this for a long time, we need Jamie Campbell Bower to play Freddy Krueger. I mean, it sounds like there's a clear-cut answer here, baby. Someone get Jamie on the phone, someone figure out the goddamn rights. Let's make it happen. We got Peyton Ruark out there. What's up? How are you doing, my friend? Thank you for being a member. Jake, sorry for missing the last 3 streams. It's all good, my friend. I'm just glad you're here now. Thanks for being with us. Thank you. Allie is also out there. Allie 2014. What's up? 2014. No, that was right. I was right. What's up, my friend? How are you? Jake, your channel is seriously underrated. You're so kind. Thank you. I have a secret. I don't even watch horror movies. I literally subscribed a while back because I think you're cool as hell. Oh my God. Well, that's so kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you're saying that there is nothing better than hearing someone talk about something they're passionate about. Well, that really does mean a lot. Thank you. I just, it means a lot to me. I think, a big reason why I love doing this page more than anything is not just my love of horror, but also I think to prop up, some of the smaller movies that don't get as much attention. I mainly talk about, the big hitters, of course, because I feel like that's those are your big, that's what is going to draw the majority of people. But it's also nice to put a spotlight on some of the smaller stuff, and I'm really trying to put a little more energy into talking about those movies. I'm trying to do more review videos on things, even smaller things. That Faces of Death review was really fun to do. And I'm going to be talking about Exit 8 on Friday, a new movie I'm really excited for. But I hope, if nothing else, I love talking about Scream, but I really do hope that me talking about all these other weird little movies has encouraged some people to go and check out something a little stranger than what's typical in the horror space. Because, man, there is a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of really good movies out there in the world of horror, and that I think are just underrated and don't get enough attention. It always bums me out when, like, my favorite movies of the year are typically the ones that don't get any love or anyone really checking them out. And then you'll see the movies that I'm like, people worked on this for like 2 seconds. People worked on this movie for like 2 seconds. And those are the ones that get the most talk and hype. That's not always the case, which is nice, but sometimes it's a little frustrating. So I really do appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for being here. And I hope that even if you don't really like horror flicks, maybe me talking about them has encouraged you to go check more of them out, because there's some really good ones out there. There's some great little hidden gems hidden under the rug. Dark Room Reviews is saying, what do you stream from? I use OBS. I use OBS. It's great. I think it's probably one of the better platforms to stream from. It's a little harder to set up, but watch a few YouTube videos, you'll get it figured out. Everyone uses StreamYard, but StreamYard is outrageous, vampiric even with how much they're charging for something that you can literally do for free. Watch a few YouTube videos, you'll figure out how to set it up. I recommend it. OBS, don't use StreamYard. It sucks. It sucks balls, in fact. Child's Play fan is saying, honestly, if we're talking Freddy, I want Dave McRae to play Freddy after seeing Dylan's New Nightmare in the short film. He was great in that. He was awesome. I thought that was a really fun little, what would you call that, I guess? Like a legacy sequel to New Nightmare, right? That was cool. Dylan's New Nightmare was fun. If you guys haven't seen that, it's basically a short film that is it's sort of the Never Hike Alone to New Nightmare in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Got to give it a watch. It's really good. I still think Wes Craven has made the 2 very best Nightmare on Elm Street flicks, and the rest are, well, they're good because of Robert Englund's performance. But Wes Craven's still the only man to make great Nightmare on Elm Street movies, which is maybe my hot take, but just how I feel. No Walk 420 is saying, I think Richard Brake could do a killer Freddy Krueger. Absolutely, yeah. For a Richard Brake would be great. Dude is rocked in so many different little bit parts in horror movies. One that doesn't get talked about enough, though, is 31 from Rob Zombie. I think he is so fucking scary in that movie. You know, Richard Brake, again, just phenomenal in a ton of different flicks. But where I feel like where me personally, one of my favorite performances from the guy ever, 31 from Rob Zombie. Dude, I mean, he makes that movie because of how fucking scary he is. And honestly, most criminally underrated Rob Zombie movie. I think it's fucking fantastic. And I know, you know, some people are very hit or miss with, some people love him, some people hate him. Watch 31. I've never been so won over to a director before in my life after watching that. But the Firefly trilogy, the first two movies are also very good. So honestly, if you watch nothing else from Rob Zombie, watch House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and 31. That's all you need to watch. Watch those three movies, and if you're not sold on the guy, then he's not for you. I love that. Nathan Mills is saying, yo, Jake, what's up, Nathan? How we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for talking horror with us tonight. Sloppenheimer is saying, Jake, who's your top 3 to 5 potential directors for Scream 8? Well, outside of the people that we were just talking about earlier, who did that Rabid remake back in 2019, which I still need to watch. That's like next up on my fucking watch list, because I have to see what that's all about. Soska Sisters, bring it on. Let's see what they do. It's probably going to be them, if I'm being honest. But if we were living in a perfect world where it could be anyone, Christopher Landon, top of my list. This guy would make a killer motherfucking Scream movie without a doubt. I mean, if he wasn't in charge of a Scream movie at some point, that would be a travesty. I would go so far as to say. Maybe what's his name? Who did Sick? David Hyams? Is that his name? I always forget this dude's name. John Hyams. John Hyams I would put up next. I didn't really like Sick, I'll be honest. I think it's like overhyped as fuck. But the one thing I did love about it is I think the direction was done really well. The chase scenes, tense. Story, 0 out of 10. Fucking garbage. But the intense chase sequences, pretty damn good. And that's a lot of direction, baby. That's a lot of John Hyams doing his thing, making some shit happen. Again, the script, throw it in the trash, but let John Hyams direct some goddamn chase sequences and you'll get some tension out of that thing, man. Ooh, John Hyams, baby. He would be number 2. Number 3, Josh Rubin, because I really enjoyed Hard Eyes, and I feel like he would carry that fun spirit into Scream. Again, really wasn't impressed by the murder mystery of Hard Eyes, so hopefully that would be stronger in the Josh Rubin Scream movie, but I feel like those 3 would make a really good Scream film. Those would be my 3 choices, if nobody else. Peyton Ruark is throwing $10 out there. Thank you for kicking off our Super Chat goal tonight, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're saying, Jake, I can't stay long. I got church with the boys, but I did want to let you know this Ben Tramer Halloween 2 homage and Strangers Mystique coming in May, my friend. Hell yeah, Peyton. Dude, that's awesome. I'm excited to read it. I might be sending you one of my scripts at some point because I need to show some people some things and proofread and whatnot. So maybe that might be coming your way as well. But thank you for the 10, my friend. I'm excited to read it. I cannot wait for more stuff. For those who don't know, Peyton is writing his own Strangers fan films. And I'm been reading the scripts. They're very fun. They're very interesting. And I think Peyton's got a real knack for writing some stuff, which is dope as hell. So Peyton, thank you for the support. Have a fun afternoon, and thank you for being with us. So thank you for the support tonight. Really does mean a lot. No Walk for 420 4206. I want to say No Walk 420. What's up, my friend? 420, baby. We love it. The opening to 31 is one of the best openings to a horror movie, in my opinion. 100%. And it's all because it's literally a monologue from Richard Brake, and it's one of the scariest fucking things I've ever seen. It's such a good tone setter. 31, criminally underrated. Needs to be seen by more eyes, for sure. For sure. YB Coraline is saying, oh no, I'm late. Hi, Jake and Erica. What's up, YB Coraline? How are you? I gotta watch that movie again. Oh, it's been so long. I actually have the steelbook of Coraline. I love that movie. Kicks major ass. Roberta is saying, I'm afraid I'm in the hate him group for Zombie. That's totally fair. Look, that's totally fair. He's got a certain style that is not for everybody, and if I'm being honest, I don't love it 100%. But when he's on in those 3 movies that I was talking about, I mean, it hits for me. Some of his movies really hit, other ones not as much. I have to admit, though, I have not seen every Rob Zombie film. There is one that I kind of totally forgot about. Is it Lords of Salem? Have not seen that movie. So not even 100% sure what the hell's going on in there. But it definitely a vibe that is not for everybody. Very in your face. But when at least for me, when he's on, he's on. Child's Play fan is saying Scream needs the Halloween 2018 treatment at this point. We've been doing Halloween 2018 in this series. That's the problem. We've just been doing, like, in the last 3 movies, 2 of them have been Halloween 2018, but a little different. And I think that's my problem. I think we need to get away from the requel setup. You know, what's succeeding right now in the horror continuation space, and I'm not just talking about at the box office. I'm also talking about what's being received well. Majority of these flicks, majority of these continuations have been one-shots. Think like Alien Romulus, think Evil Dead Rise, think Predator Badlands, or Prey even. I mean, all these movies have been one-shot little stories in ongoing franchises. That's what Scream needs to do. And I'm not going to shut up about it until they do it. They need to do the one-shot Scream movie where it's just like brand new set of characters with the same kind of problem. Ghostface is coming after them, and it's just an all-new story. I just know that movie would be better than anything of what we've gotten recently. I know that movie would be better than the last 3, for sure. Every problem I have with 5, 6, and 7, it all stems from the fact that they're trying way too hard to just shove as much nostalgia into that thing as possible. And it's just like, oh my God. Relax, Scream franchise. So I'm really hoping that whatever comes next, they just give us, just focus on the pillars of what makes Scream so great and nothing else. You know, you didn't have a bunch of old characters showing up in Scream 96 being like, yeah, remember that time back in the 70s when this thing happened? We were referencing Halloween, but we were doing that with purpose. You know, we were referencing Halloween and saying like, well, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis does this and this and this to survive, and then you have your final girl do the opposite of that and survive. That was a statement back then. What statement do these new movies have? I don't think a whole lot of anything. And I love 5 and 6, man. I do. But 7 was a film that said absolutely nothing. And I don't know. I want to get back to what makes Scream so great. I want this franchise needs a reset so bad. I'm thirsting for it. Thirsting. Roberta is saying the only thing that made Zombies' version of Halloween worth it for me was that Brad Dourif was in it, and Mickey Dolenz had a cameo. Brad Dourif's performance, especially in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, was kind of fucking dope, though, right? I mean, Brad Dourif's amazing. When he's crying over his daughter being dead, I mean, that's so fucked up. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. That was awesome. He's an amazing actor. Peyton is throwing $2 out there saying, oh my God, I get a script. I can't wait to read it. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'm writing a little weird short story right now, and I'm almost at a point where I'm confident enough to send it out to people. So I'm gonna send it out to some other people who write shit. So let me know your thoughts, my friend. Thank you for the 2. Madison? Hey, 2 seconds, everybody. I'm so sorry. Sorry, everybody. I literally just heard Madison scream in the kitchen, and I was like, what the hell was that? I got so scared. No, everything's good. Everything's good. We're chilling. We're chilling out. She's on the phone with somebody and laughed, and it sounded like a scream. These are noise canceling headphones, so I can't hear shit. But anyways, let's get back to it. Sorry about that. Tyler Ism is hanging out with us. How we doing, player? What's up, bro? Welcome in, welcome in. Tyler, I think you sent me a message the other day about Chat Pile. I want you to know that I, too, really love Chat Pile. And they're fantastic. And frankly, if you don't listen to Chat Pile on Chat Pile Tuesday, I don't know what you're fucking doing with your life. So every Tuesday from now on is Chat Pile Tuesday. So make sure to get it in. Get in at least a song or an EP or an album or two. Make that happen. Come on now. Austin Allman is saying, I love Lords of Salem. I gotta check that one out. I've seen the commercial for it like a few times now. A lot of people are saying to check that one out. Doom Switch is saying, I definitely recommend Lords of Salem. I love Rob Zombie's music, but despise his Halloween movies. I don't like the first Rob Zombie Halloween. The second one has grown on me because I feel like it's just more of his own thing. I don't watch that as a Halloween movie. I watch that as a Rob Zombie movie. That's kind of how I see it. So it's I don't know. I mean, maybe if you watch it from that perspective, you'll like it more. I still think it's a very flawed film. I will say that. God, I'm all kinds of fucked up tonight. What's going on here? DJ Mizu is saying the background music you play has a good beat to it. I'm big into old school rap and hip hop plus underground. This is all music I've actually written myself. It just made on little things here and there. For a lot of my film projects, I make a lot of the music. So these are some just crazy tracks that I put on a loop for stream because I thought it would be fun. Erica's thrown $2 out there. Thank you for the support, everybody. Greatly appreciate you all. Erica's asking everyone to hit the like button too. Did y'all do it? Did y'all make that happen? Fingers will be bitten off otherwise, and that would not be any fun, would it now? No. So, if you want to keep all your digits, hit the like button, make it happen. And also subscribe to the page if you're not subscribed. I'm sure you guys are. But if you weren't, that would really bum me out, man. We don't want Jake to be bummed out. Start going crazy and foaming at the mouth. That would be nuts. But anyways, Erica, thank you for the support. Thank you for the 2. You're too kind. You don't have to send out a super chat to tell people to like the stream. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sorry for the freak out about taking my headphones off, everybody. I see people talking about it. Everything's all good. So sorry about that. Dean Renner is saying, was that the point where we tell Jake don't go in there? Did I say I'll be right back? Because if I did, I really screwed myself there, didn't I? Shit. You're not supposed to say that. Kelly Stroh Snyder is saying, Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Why am I doing voices now? Hi Kelly. Maybe I'm not really live to the internet. Maybe I'm just like talking to the voices in my head right now. Is that what's going on, Kelly? Let me know. Thank you for being a channel member to the subscription inside my head. Hope you are all doing okay. I don't know if I'm doing okay anymore, Kelly. I'm gonna be completely honest. Now I think I'm actually in a padded room with a straitjacket on or something. I think maybe I am foaming at the mouth. Maybe this isn't a joke anymore. I'm just going completely crazy. Austin really wants me to play Terrordrome. I will have to play the other one at some point. We'll have to make it happen. I did download a game that we're going to play tonight, though. We're going to play a little Backrooms, since I feel like that's kind of a little relevant, right? With the new movie coming out. I want to thank everybody for watching the Backrooms stuff. Like, that has actually been surprising. You know, with no Scream news, it's been like kind of tough to figure out what to talk about, what to juggle, what to put videos out about. And thankfully, this Backrooms stuff is really hitting. So I really do appreciate it a bunch. My trailer breakdown last week got 8,000 views, and I thought that was really dope. So thank you. We put out a little short today on the Backrooms too, and that's doing well. So we're going to be playing some of the game and seeing what it's all about. So I'm definitely really excited to get into that. It's gonna be. I've been meaning to play this game. It's been on my wish list for a long time now, and we're gonna get into it tonight. So we'll be playing more of that soon. Child's Play fan is saying, did you like the season 3 of the Scream TV series, Jake? Wasn't crazy about it. I liked seeing the original mask again. I will say that was dope. And I also feel like it's super cool that in some way, shape, or form, Keke Palmer is attached to this franchise. I do kind of feel like she was wasted in that season, if I'm being honest. I'd rather see Keke in one of these movies. I think she would be a great focal character, or at some point, maybe she's one of Sydney's friends or something. That would be dope. But Keke Palmer, man, get her in a Scream movie. Oh my God, no one deserves it more. Come on now. But yeah, this season 3, it's okay. I feel like, another reason I feel like I really didn't like that one is I had the killer figured out from the first 20 minutes. I was like, it's that person, and the whole show I'm like, it's that person. And it was that person. That's all I'm going to say. I won't spoil it. I feel like it's a very underseen show. Definitely. We have a lot of people who come in here who have said they haven't seen the Scream show. So I still recommend checking it out. You know, if you like the Scream movies, which I imagine everyone here does. You definitely you gotta watch it. It's interesting. Kelly saying, it's okay, Jake. We all go a little mad sometimes. I see now. I really think I'm hallucinating. I think that could be what's going on right now. See, don't say you will sell your soul and ghosts won't come for you. I think that might be what's going on, Erica. I think I gave out the invitation, and now the demons are trying to drag me down. I think that's what's happening live on the internet right now. I think I should be fearing for my life. I think that's where I'm at right now. Austin Allman is saying backrooms are scary AF. Imagine going to an infinite place without a bed and YouTube forever. I know. What would I do? Like literally, what would I? If I didn't have my bed or YouTube, I would just curl up and die probably. Fuck, man. No, seriously, the backrooms is a terrifying situation though. I mean, just infinite nothingness, and that's it. Like, and you know that place smells. I mean, just it's so yellow. It's piss yellow, dude. I mean, there's a faint smell of pee and like maybe like fiberglass. Like fiberglass does not smell good, and it hurts, dude. Fiberglass. Have you ever like I used to work in a like a shop. Like I used to be an electrician, and we would have to like cut stuff or whatever. We had to cut fiberglass one time, and dude, if you breathe that in on accident, it's just like it feels like little tiny razor blades going up your nose. Horrible. I have thought about incorporating that into a horror movie before, because I'm like, man, fiberglass is a weapon that people do not think about. That's a weapon in horror movies that I feel like it is severely underutilized. That could be something. And you know that it, you know, the backrooms is just brimming with that shit. So I just feel like it's filled with asbestos, super nasty in there. Horrible shit. I would not want to be in that situation. RJ is saying, I think that Freddy Krueger's controlling you right now, Jake. Well, maybe. Hopefully I don't fall asleep on this stream. I might. I've put out a fuck ton of videos in the last couple of days, so I'm sleepy all right. So if Freddy's coming for me, I'm screwed. I'm not waking up. Austin is saying, Jake, will you ever do the horror casting? No, I'm not. No casting couch in the background. You know what's really funny though? I used to have a leather couch, and I was thinking about like making that part of the set, like about bringing that to the apartment. It's kind of funny. The original set background for this room was going to be a black leather couch with a bunch of like horror plushies on it or something. That's what I was gonna do. And we actually couldn't get the couch into this apartment, so we didn't bring it along. But that was going to be my set with like some like fake plants or something. That's kind of what I wanted to do initially. But now we got this, which I'm very happy with. I didn't turn on some of my lights, and I'm just now realizing that, but that's okay. Anyways, Erica has just gifted 5 Killjoy Jake memberships. Thank you, Erica. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. I'm gonna counter that and throw out my own 5 here in a sec, because I think I still have 5 more to give out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I get 10 free a month, so here's the next 5. Look at that. Whole bunch of people are getting memberships tonight. All right, let's read all of these. So the 5 from Erica are going to Austin Allman, Black Ops Cobra, David's Football and Talk and GA, Michael Kelly, and Yuka Harik. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the fold. Welcome to the cult of Killjoy. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You guys get to see Dexter videos early now, which is pretty exciting. And then I also just gave some free memberships to Jade, KWJ, Akon Rain, King Mike with ones instead of I's. I love it. Based Logic and Bizungo. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the fold. Welcome to the cult of Killjoy. Sip up on the delicious Kool-Aid. It's tasty as hell, and it's got nothing else in it. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Thank you for the support. Erica, greatly appreciate you a bunch. Whole bunch of new people are hanging out with us, which is cool. Erica is also sharing out my early review of Faces of Death. Guys, I got to see this movie a little early on Monday. It comes out, I believe, tomorrow or Friday, one of those days. Early screenings tomorrow, right? But I got to see it early, so if you want to see a non-spoiler review, make sure to check out that video. I liked it more than I thought I was going to like it. I have to admit, I'm not the biggest fan of the original. I don't really love... I don't know. I just, in terms of, it's not like a movie with a story or anything. It's just like, here's all these like nasty ways to die. So it's like arguably even a movie. I don't know if that's really my cup of tea, if I'm being honest. I think it's okay. But I think I liked this, like the sequel was more something I feel like I would really enjoy watching. So in a way, I kind of liked this one more than the other ones, but that's just my preference personally. I thought it was really, like, honestly, if you're a fan of like movies like Wolf Creek or, I'm just trying to think like those, not a whole lot of kills. It's more about like the tension and being chased around, running around and filled with suspense, that kind of shit. It's not super gory. Like, it is shockingly not a very gory film. But check out my review. Really interesting things. A lot of surprising elements to it that I feel like were interesting to talk about. Big thing overall, though, is that if you're a fan of the original, I don't know if you're going to like this new movie. I feel like it is absolutely speaking to the younger generation. YB Coraline is saying, hey, Jake, I disconnected, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on the motive in Scream 7. I think the motive's just, it's really overcomplicated for no reason. I feel like had they just stuck to one of the three motives that Jessica presented at the end, maybe we could have gotten something that felt a little more grounded and simplistic. But it just felt like everything she threw out there didn't really make sense, didn't really feel like it meshed. I feel like a lot of her motives too feel contradictory. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me that she would kill her own son after part of her motive was that she had to kill her abusive husband. Like, to me, it's like, okay, that comes from a good place. You know what I mean? That's not like a chaotic evil motive. That to me is like maybe like a lawful evil in a way. It's almost like one of those situations where I am in a bad spot. I have to fight my way out of this, and I'm going to take like kind of the worst road. I'm pushed to that point in this situation. That character would absolutely never kill her father, her son. That's what I meant to say. And I just don't buy it. It's just one of those things that I'm like, I can't get over that. That clearly was a major oversight. And this was a rushed element to this film. Had, the kid been one of the killers, totally different story. That could have worked. That could have been really interesting, really compelling. I think it's a good motive. It just was not executed well at all. And having that somehow be meshed with AI, I mean, it's like two completely different flavors that we're trying to jam pack together. I fucking love apple pie, and I also love shrimp cocktails, but I would not want them at the same time. You know what I mean? It's one of those situations. These are flavors that do not go together. Salmon, peanut butter. You put those together, it ain't gonna work. I would prefer jelly in my sandwich personally. So it's trying to mesh like all these different like trendy things while also maybe trying to give this character a human story, and it doesn't work. So that whole third act, I felt like I was just scratching my head. Like, what are we even looking at right now? What is happening? It feels very rushed. It felt very last minute. I mean, we even heard that they were like, oh, we needed an opening scene. We were getting ready to shoot this thing. We didn't have an opening scene to the film. It's how it sounds like they were getting into this thing is that they were just trying to put a movie together with everything going on behind the scenes. A lot of drama, a lot of BS. It was one of those kind of situations. So I just feel like with whatever comes next, I just hope they take their time, figure some things out. If that means it's going to take a little longer, that I'm so fine with that. I will wait more. I will wait a longer duration, a longer duration without any drama. If it means we get a better film, whatever we have to do, I'll sell my soul. Like I said earlier, let's just please, for the love of God, something stronger for this franchise. Scream deserves it. Scream deserves stronger films. MB is saying, hey, Jake, there's a rumored cast for Scream 8. His name is Connor Story. Who is Connor Story? An American actor. The picture that comes up when you look him up is him in a pool and he's all wet. I don't know how I like that. Oh, he's from Heated Rivalry. Okay. Is that what he's on? He plays breakout role is Isla Rosanoff, maybe. Is that how you pronounce that? I have not seen Heated Rivalry, but I've heard a lot of people talking about it. Like, a lot of people have really praised that, said it was something really special. Is he like one of the main characters? Oh my god, he's like one of the main characters. That would be cool. That would be cool if he was on this. Yeah, he's like one of the main characters of that show. That's dope. I've heard very good things. I have not seen it myself, but hey, that would be cool if he was part of Scream. I strongly doubt there's casting stuff being figured out already, unless they're rushing this thing, and that would have me immediately worried. But I really hope that they're just taking their time getting this thing figured out. If we already have casting announcements, man, I'm gonna get worried. Is how I feel about that. They gotta slow their roll, figure some shit out after 7, man. The Jester is also hanging out with us saying, hey, Jake, I think I might have said this already, but I just got here. The reason I'm late is because I was at a baseball game supporting my buddy. That's all. Does your buddy play baseball? That's really exciting. I'm curious what's up with all of that. Let me know. Let me know what's up. Let me know what's up. It's dope as hell. No Walk is saying, I honestly didn't mind Scream 7. The third act was definitely the weakest part, but at least the reveal wasn't another relative. Can you imagine the outrage from certain people if it was? I still feel like, just to me, I don't, the relative thing, I think it only bums me out because it was just something that has been done so many times in this franchise. But like, my favorite killer in Scream is a Sidney Prescott relative. Jill. I love Jill. She's got a great motive. I think if I've learned anything about Scream, it's that I don't care who they are in relations to other people. I want them to have a good motive and something that hasn't been done before. It can be somebody's mother, brother, father, cousin, whatever, but as long as the motive is more than just revenge, because we've seen that done before. 6 felt a little disappointing in those regards. But I think we just need a motive and a killer reveal that feels earned and feels like something consistent throughout the whole film, not just here's this mosh posh of a bunch of different shit thrown together because it's all trending things. You know what I mean? That just feels so corporate and soulless. I think that was my thing about 7. At least like 6 kind of plays as like this spoof of what came before in the franchise. There's soul there. It might not be executed all that well, but there's purpose. There was, to me, like the ending to 6 is like, we're kind of making fun of Scream 2. And love it or hate it, you can see that love for the franchise existing in Scream 6. Scream 7 is just like, we went on Google Trends and we're just looking up what's the most popular thing going on right now. AI and this and that. You know what I mean? Let's just throw it all into a character. That's how that movie feels to me. It's soulless. It's like, let's just look up whatever the most people are interested in right now and put that into a film. And I don't know, that doesn't feel like, had they done something like that for the original Scream, I don't think we'd all be sitting here talking about it. You know what I mean? Kevin Williamson wrote that movie with purpose, had something to say, came out the gate with something very special. And I feel like that's why I love that movie so much. It's such a great commentary on horror at the time and why it was dying and saying, hey, let's not do this anymore. It was razor sharp with its commentary, so smart and still so fun and entertaining. I feel like that to me makes for a good Scream film. And some of these sequels have hit on that at times. But if we get another movie like that, I feel like Scream might be rolling around in its grave, I don't know. Scream 7's got some good kills though, which is fun. I can't complain about that. That's like the high point, I feel like, of the film. But I wish that there was more thought actually put into what this story was going to be about, rather than just using the AI thing to implement as many cameos as we possibly could into the film. What does that movie say about AI? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's just, the only reason it was in the film was just to implement all of that shit in there. I mean, for God's sake, they even partnered with Meta AI. You know what I mean? If there was anything negative about AI, it would have rendered itself completely hypocritical after that shit came out. I don't know. I can't get into Scream 7, man. It really bums me out. Feels very thrown together last minute. Will I play Directive 8020 when it drops? I don't know what Directive 8020 is, but I'll look it up for sure. It sounds scary. It sounds like a scary thing. I'm into it. Oh, it's like a space thing? Okay. Oh, shit. It's a Dark Pictures anthology. Yeah, I will absolutely play this. It's a Dark Pictures anthology in space? What the fuck? Yo, dude. How have I not heard of this, like, at all? Comes out on May 12th. Oh, I will absolutely be playing this. Whoa, dude. Oh, I love those games. I never got around to finishing. Well, you know, as long as there's not copywritten music in it, I will play it. I should specify. Because I was playing what was the last one with David Arquette in it? The Quarry, I think it was. That had so much copywritten music in it, and like it took my stream down last time I played it. So hopefully this one's a little different, or I can turn it off or something. We'll see what happens, but hopefully that's the case. Kelly is also saying, I think with how they blew using Stu in 7, that will never really get a definitive answer, even though they keep giving Easter eggs that he could be alive. And what bums me out for everyone who really wants to see something regarding Stu happen in this franchise is I feel like because 7 exists, they won't do it now. You know what I mean? And like that bums me out because I feel like people got robbed. Like, dude, if you were gonna make the Stu movie, you should have just done it here with 7. Oh, it doesn't make sense. Your movie as it stands doesn't make any sense. Who cares? All of a sudden you care about logic when it comes to the Stu thing. That's crazy. They should have just brought him back in this movie, if I'm being real. But yeah, I just I worry that now they're never gonna do it because that they kind of, in a way, they did it with Scream 7. You know what I mean? And that worries me moving into the next one. Maybe whoever the next creatives are, they're just gonna be like, well, we just don't really care. You kind of already did that in Scream 7, even though they didn't. So I hope that's not the case moving forward. I really hope people get the Stu movie eventually. I feel like people are deserved of it now after what happened in 7. So that kind of bums me out. I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even really crazy about the theory, but I feel like people deserve it now. It's like, this is crazy. YB's even saying it. Scream 7 lured us in with Stu and slapped us straight in the face for listening to their marketing. Right? I don't know, man. I feel like people deserve it. People deserve the Stu movie now at this point. It really bums me out what happened there. The Jester is saying, and my buddy's team ended up losing pretty badly. Oh, that's no good. I'm sorry. Not sure about the final result, but it was something around 11-1 earlier in the game. That's no good. Well, I'm glad you're hanging out with us now, and hopefully they'll get them next time. That kind of vibe. Scream 7 was rather mid, says the Jester, but I loved some of the kills. I absolutely hated the reveal, though, and don't even get me started on Stu Macher. Kills were great. I can't stress that enough. That was fun. McKenna Grace's death, I think, is an all-timer from the series. One of my favorites for sure. Austin is saying that new game is billed as The Thing meets Alien. Okay, I'm sold. You have struck oil. I've always wanted to see a movie like that where it's like The Thing in space. We kind of got that last year, or was that 2 years ago now? Fuck. I don't even know when these movies are coming out. Ash. Oh my God. Ash was so good and everybody shit on it. Everyone's like, this is terrible. Absolutely horrible. And I'm just like, I don't know. I think that's great. I thought Ash was amazing. Fucking brutal. It was kind of The Thing in space. And I can't complain about all that shit. Last 20 minutes of that movie fucking went so hard. No Walk is saying, I couldn't disagree more about the Stu thing, but to each their own. Again, it's something that I don't really want to see it in the franchise. And, my big reason for that moving into talking about Scream 7 was I just don't want a Scream film where the only thing that it has going for it is nostalgia and pointing to the past. That's why I'm not really crazy about Stu Macher coming back. But then we got 7, and the only thing it had going for it was nostalgia and pointing to things that happened in the past, when all of the other Scream movies have something really interesting to say and have some kind of new concept to get into. At this point, it's just like, if the only thing you're going to do with Scream is just have your silly little popcorn movies and nothing else, you might as well just bring Stu back. At this point, I don't care. If you're going to, strip this franchise of what it is, essentially, you might as well just bring Stu back then. But I guess that's just my take on it. I really hope that we get back to what makes Scream so great with Scream 8. We have a solid murder mystery. We have some meta commentary. We have some great new characters that are actually very well written. I really want to see that happen for Scream again. I think it's possible. I think that we've just been so tethered to the past. I think the series feels like it needs this connection to what came before, when I don't really think it does. You know, this is a murder mystery franchise at its core, and most murder mystery franchises just in general don't have a whole lot to do with other stories. You know, it is very self-contained. This is a kind of an outlier in the sense that, you know, we are trying to make this like this thing that keeps building off of each other, but you know, the majority of murder mysteries don't do that, because it's a lot easier, you know, to have a well done murder mystery with brand new people and someone else underneath the mask every single time, when it has no connections to the past, and maybe you're slowly figuring that out as it goes, and not based on movies you've probably already seen 100 times before. So I really think it's only going to make Scream a stronger franchise if we are to just kind of move forward into some new territory like that. Talking Star Wars is saying, my name's Austin and I'm impersonating Austin. We got 2 Austins in the chat. Look at that. All kinds of Austins out here. What's up? What's up? Austin is saying that the alien impersonates other playable characters. Ooh, that's cool. Oh shit, yeah, I will definitely be playing that. That'll be fun. YB is saying that Scream 4 is the best sequel in the franchise because it balanced the reboot of it with all lovable characters Scream 5 and 7 to do. I think Scream 4 had majority very lovable characters. You know, some people I wasn't too like Trevor, you know, interestingly enough, Trevor is a character that I love to hate. He's a character that's kind of grown on me the more I watch Scream 4. I really feel like that's a character that the first time I watched it, I was like, he's kind of just our Billy of this new movie. But the more I watch Scream 4, the more I'm like, he's a really well-written douchebag. I really appreciate that about Trevor in Scream 4. So him, Charlie, Kirby, Jill, I mean, just great characters all around. I still don't like Rob. Robbie's annoying. Robbie's kind of annoying to me. But besides that, really do like a lot of the characters. No Walk is saying Scream 4 is definitely the best sequel. 100%, baby. I love that movie. It's brutal. It's got some great kills. It's got a really good murder mystery. Got a lot of really good things to say about remakes at the time. I think it's punk rock as fuck. It might be my favorite Scream movie, which I know is a hot take, but I love Scream 4. It's awesome. Oh, you're saying that I meant what Scream 5 and 7 tried to do. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. You know, I think Scream 4, yeah, definitely has a leg up on those for sure. Kelly is saying, I think that if they do decide to give us Stu in the flesh, they definitely should not announce him and surprise us, and don't show it to a test audience of people who only know the franchise since 5. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I don't think they released any of the Stu footage with Scream 7. I'm waiting until it comes out on physical to, you know, watch it again and see the deleted scenes and whatnot, but I don't think they released any of that other footage that Kevin Williamson was talking about. I would have loved to have seen it too. I would have loved to have seen what they shot with him. Allegedly, something was filmed with Stu being revealed at the end, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see what happens in time. We got the assembly cut of Scream 3 eventually, so I mean, anything could happen. All right, everybody. Well, guys, we did not make our super chat goal, which makes me sad, but we are going to play some games now, so stick around for some of that. We're going to be getting into the back rooms in just a second here, but first, some messages from my friend Art the Clown.
Corey? I wonder what I got. Corey!
Yo. And we're back. I did not have to tinkle winkle today. So we're just getting into this. I do got to fix this because what the hell is going on here? Hang on now. You're really not gonna let me adjust this, huh? Yeah, got to do a little something, getting something figured out here. Hang on now. My streaming software is freaking the fuck out. I don't know what is going on. Why is the corner cut off? What's going on here? Hang on. Crazy. Hang on a minute, everybody. I'm gonna try something here. This is so weird. I don't know. I've never had this happen before. This is bizarre. Usually it kind of just goes right to the thing. Oh, we're just not gonna. I wonder if I can like do like windowed full screen. No. Windowed. Please take care of yourself. I didn't record it yet. I felt sick. Talking Star Wars, hope you're doing okay, my friend. Thanks for being with us. All right, we are going to turn down the master volume just a little tiny bit. Can I turn down the music just like a little bit? Voice volume, ambience? Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna try to escape the back rooms, see what happens. We're gonna keep it private. I'm so sorry. I would love to play with y'all, but I just want to see what happens. Doing all this crazy shit. Let's get into the back rooms. It looks no different no matter what option you pick. This game is already trapping you. I know. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. It's a little cropped for some reason. But we're in the back rooms, and we're going to try to get the hell out. The door is gone. Wherever could it have gone? Music kind of goes hard, though. Can I be real? There's so many different directions to go in. Oh man, carpet on the walls too? What kind of place is this? Not a fun one. That that thing doesn't want us to escape. Exit. Fix it. Okay. So we gotta fix the ladder, and the exit looks like a little like black tunnel. Okay. Did you like the butt nuts thing I sent? Did you send me butt nuts, Austin Ullman? I'll have to check it out. I know that Samantha, who hasn't been with us for a little bit, really wanted me to play more of that. I don't really know where to go. Yeah, this is pretty disgusting, isn't it? You never seen a single video of the backrooms? It just never interests me, to be quite honest. I'm kind of fascinated by the backrooms. I think it's I think it's just the concept alone is really fucking sick. Like being stuck in here. Like, I'm already terrified. I'm already shitting my pants a little bit that I'm never getting out of here. Oh, oh! I see a door. Why is this door not opening? Why have a door if I can't walk through it? Fake doors, says Erica. I think it's a fake door. Dude, this has me looking around all scared. See, what the hell's going on there? Is that a little cut in the dimension? I don't know. I don't know, but I don't like it. I feel like if I hang out here too long, I'm gonna die. So I gotta find this key fast. You know, fun fact, if you try to ask me to get back to the door, I would not be able to do that. No idea how to get back there. I'm shitting my pants, all right. These pants are pooped. Okay. Where would one go about finding a key in the back rooms? If only a map was made. What the fuck was that? Oh, I definitely just heard something. I heard something knock. Did you guys hear that? The fuck was that? I heard a knock again. Am I missing something in the controls? Like, is that what's up? Is there like an interact or something? Oh my god! Nope. This is not okay. This is so not okay. Dude, that thing was scary. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna hide in the corner for a second. Why are you always telling Jake what to do in the game? It's okay. You can tell me what to do, because I'm just gonna poop myself. Bro, what am I supposed to do? I've been walking all around this place and there's nothing going on. Looked like Doodle Bob SquarePants. It did look like Doodle Bob, didn't it? I don't think I've been over here yet. I feel like I'd remember this. What's up, Necro? How we doing? Okay. Guys, we're getting somewhere. Guys, we're getting somewhere. I got a key. Okay. Oh, it's close by again. Oh my God! What was I even supposed to do there? Girl, what was I even supposed to do there? Okay. I know what I'm doing this time. For how long have you been playing games? It's been like a year ago. I want to say it was like a year ago. We started the gaming channel and that just didn't really work out, which is you know, kind of sad to say. Where's my inventory? Do I have an inventory? I'm going to guess I have the key. How much do you want to bet that key is for the door? You know, you're probably right. I would guess you are probably correct about them apples. Hey, look at that. The door magically opened on its own. Oh, you got to balance yourself. Oh, hey, look. I can go left and right. Sweet. Oh, hell no. Okay. That was not the move. Wait, fuck, what? I'm still alive? Oh, I don't like how dark it is down here. You know, this has me looking around everywhere. It's a creepy setting, man. What's up, Bobby Smooth? But what's up, man? Hope you had a great day. I did have a great day. Did you have a great day? Thanks for being with us, Bobby. Thanks for coming in, talking a little horror with us. What the hell? What is this? We're just in like someone's house now. All right, we got a flashlight. I keep seeing that big arrow and I keep thinking, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God. What was that, dude? That thing didn't follow me through the vents? Okay. Okay, I'll take it. What if we could guess the code, guys? Okay. It ain't that. Can I back away from this? It literally won't let me leave. Control escape. I don't know the code. I'm sorry. Dude, what is going on? It won't let me do nothing. I think I'm just stuck here. We're gonna restart level. There we go. Okay. C to pull out your ID card? Okay, so... Bobby had a great day, hit the gym, cooked dinner. Now I'm smoking, watching your favorite I Know What You Did Last Summer 25. Oh, yeah. Best movie ever made. I mean, come on. Doesn't really get a whole lot better than that. That's too funny. I'm glad you're having a good day, though. Hey, another flashlight. I'll take it just in case. What, guys? We are stocked the fuck up on flashlights. I don't know when I'm going to need 3 flashlights, but you know what? We got them just in case. You know what's even better? I'll always Know What You Did Last Summer. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than those 2 films. That double feature. Why have these cars? Oh, we got some cool cars here too, dude. Why have all these cars here if I can't get into them? I think this game's like still in beta or something. It's a little glitchy. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. You guys see what's going on here? They're color coordinated. Red, blue, red, blue. Lots of reds, lots of blues. Okay. That doesn't really give me like a whole lot to go off of, if I'm being honest. It's not really saying like what kind of car is... You know what I mean? I always try Roy G. Biv in any color puzzle. I think it might be... Because, like, that one's red. So it's obviously that car. Red, blue, blue, red? Because I think it's that car, right? It's the one with the spoiler? It's not the one with the spoiler. Is it just all red? I'm gonna go red, blue, blue, red. That's my guess. Bam, baby. Let's go to 2. Let's see what happens. I've never taken an elevator in the back rooms before. Use almond water to restore your sanity? What? Nobody has survived after losing all their sanity. Where does one go about getting almond water in the back rooms? Back rooms explain. Any almonds in need of milking out here? Oh, shit. Dude, there's nothing but flashlights and almond water in the entirety of the back rooms. Nothing but that. How does one go about looking into their inventory? Show me controls again. What's going on here? Use item left mouse button, I guess? I don't know. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I guess picking up those almond waters consumed them. Just like how picking up that key probably just opened the door. You see that shit? You guys see what the fuck's going on over there? What is that? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Nope. Oh no. No, I ain't getting close to that thing. We are finding all kinds of keys and nowhere to put them. Why almond water? It is I. Why would that not be in the... You know what? It's okay. Ooh. What's your favorite movie of the year so far? Mine has to be Bone Temple, Ready or Not 2, and The Rip, a very solid Netflix action thriller with Ben Affleck. I have not seen The Rip. I've heard of that, though. Bone Temple for me, personally. I was kind of blown away by that. I've had a lot of great theater experiences this year, but that was by far the best one. I was just like a kid in a candy store watching that movie. It was so weird. It was so thoughtful. It's in a way, it's a perfect film, I think. I think it's very well done. Everything about it, I was kind of blown away by. Oh, shit. What the fuck? He's coming after me. You guys see that, right? Closing the door. He was running after me. I don't like that. Jace Crawford's also hanging out with us saying, what's up, Jake? Late to the stream, but I just now started watching the Chucky TV series. Have you watched it? I have seen the first season and a little bit of seasons 2 and 3. I don't know. It just really did not really... It didn't work for me, sadly. I wanted to like it so bad. And there's just... They kind of just don't really care about telling a story, is how I feel about it. It's just so... It's all about the goof. It's all about how silly we can make this thing. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, he's running right at me. Bro, where's he at? My guy was just running right at me. Okay. We're chilling in here for a second. We got some more almond water. It's really all you need in this life. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Where is he? Where'd that little monster go? Ooh, a bunch of trash. Oh, you don't like the Charles Lee Ray? Honestly, my favorite part about the show was all the flashbacks and building up Chucky's backstory. Oh my god, there he is! Bro, stay the hell away. What are you doing? Oh my god, that was so scary. Holy fucking shit, bro. Oh, man. Oh my god, what? Okay, we are back to having nothing, but that's okay. Who needs anything anyways? All right. I just pooped my pants. Whew. Not bad. But Jace, I will say regarding the show, like, I do agree that, you know, the spirit of Chucky is silly, but I feel like in at least most of the movies, they've always had like a pretty a good grounded story to fall back on, if nothing else. And I just felt like they were just like, here's some characters to have in the show that are relatable to the young audience watching this. And I don't know, I just was hoping that they would build those characters up a little more. I think that was my big discrepancy with it. Did you guys see that? There's a green dude walking around now. Is that me? Why does he look like me? I don't like that. What was that?
Excuse me?
What the fuck? Guys, is he trying to talk to me? I'm gonna approach him and see what happens. Hello? Oh my god! Oh god, it's the monster! Oh my god, I'm getting chased. You jumped in right when I'm getting attacked by this thing.
Yeah, I
I mean, my heart is going like this right now. Thank you. Thank you for the jump scare. Oh, man. Wow. I'm dying too, but playing this game. This is scary.
I'll check.
I do. I do have that on. But thank you for the reminder. I appreciate it. The characters are both too mature but too naive. It's a strange way to write them. Albeit, I just want to see the good guy doll being a little piece of shit. Oh my god, he's right there! I mean, that's fair enough. I get it. I think Brad Dourif kills it, you know, doing the voice. I think Fiona Dourif is especially fantastic on that show. I really liked what they were able to do in terms of like storytelling with some of the backstory and stuff like that. That to me was where that show really was shining. That was kind of my favorite part of it. I feel like they did a lot of cool stuff there. I feel like it enriched the other movies quite a bit, which was cool. Okay, so I is inventory. That makes sense, doesn't it? Looks like I'm still not crazy. All right, no one's running after me yet. Co-op open? I have picked up at least two keys. Oh, look at all this. There is 4 keys. Okay. That's a good thing to know. It looks like I'm playing Resident Evil right now. It kind of does, doesn't it? All right, guys. Well, I might not even be able to get through this level just one person, but we're going to find out. I am shitting bricks a little bit, though. That is for sure. I swear I explored all these rooms. Kind of don't know where those other keys would be. Keep an eye out. Let me know if that scary monster's hanging out somewhere. Any keys on the ground here? I am shaking right now. Is Ghostface behind the door? Maybe. You never know. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. I don't think he sees me. Let's hope it stays that way. Huh. You got any playable characters or costumes you want to see in Halloween the game? I want Bandage Head Michael from 4. That would be kind of dope. I'd be down for a little Bandage Head Myers. I hope we get some of the weird characters from the series. Oh god, he's standing. He's just standing there menacingly. I feel like we have it's a lot of stuff from the original movie, which is cool and all. And you know, you got to love that. But I hope some of the other weirder movies get represented too. Oh god. We're hearing about Dr. Loomis is in the game. That's been like one of the most recent updates. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude, that's great. But I also want to see like... trying to think who else. I'd want to see in there. Like Allison from 2018 would be dope. Danielle Harris in some capacity, one of her many roles in the franchise. We want Rachel. I mean, Rachel would be insane. What a crazy pull that would be. Dude, where are these other keys? Okay, I picked that. There's no way I didn't pick that up earlier. That's crazy. Oh, 4 keys just sitting there. Okay. It's just a straight shot back there, guys. We got this. Nothing to it. Where did he go? Why is it not? What'd I do wrong? Oh, shit. Guys, he's right there. I don't understand why it's not working. it's not working. Do I have to do it really quickly? It's a co-op open? Listen, fella, I only got 1 player. What was that? Sean C., welcome in, my friend. Thanks for being with us. You just had to do it really quickly in succession. Okay, that's what's up. Is this even the back rooms anymore? Like, what am I looking at right now? We're gonna open it up in almond water. Maybe another one. These are pretty tasty. I think I have plenty of flashlights, I'm gonna be honest. There's no need for that many flashlights. You've been a fan for months. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. I'm very thankful that you're here with us. Oh, God. This is just a little room, okay. Dude, no way. Absolutely not. I am hugging these walls. Oh my God. Okay, nope. I'm done. Okay, I'm done with the back rooms. Bro, absolutely hell no. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, that's funny. I got a funny text message. Okay. I am gonna come back to that at some point. But I think I need to cool down talking some horror for the last 15 minutes of this. How we all doing out there? Jester's saying, I've been a fan for about a year, by far the most underrated horror channel out there. You guys are so kind. Thank you so much. We've been trying to, you know, trying to make things happen with the page. It's not always easy, but I do appreciate you guys a ton. Just hanging out, watching the streams really does help. So thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We're doing a lot of crazy stuff on this page lately. I am going to have a big update video tomorrow that I'm really excited for. A lot of fun stuff. There was a new Scary Movie 6 trailer today. Isn't that crazy? It wasn't anything that I'm making a whole video about, but it is noteworthy enough to be thrown into a big update video. But I'll have that in a new Dexter video out tomorrow at some point, so that ought to be fun. Definitely excited for you guys to see that. You like my shirt? You know you can pick it up at the merch store. I mean, I'm just saying. If you want one yourself. So. Just throwing it out there. Hopefully we'll get an update on Rhea Ripley's status in Terrifier 4. I really hope we get that too. I really want to see her. I know a lot of people are like, I kind of want to see her as Art the Clown's sidekick, and that would be great. I would not mind if she was like just one of like the big showcase kills of the film either. Like, I think that would be dope. It would just be nice to see her in this franchise in some way, shape, or form. The Jester, that's literally your profile picture, is Rhea Ripley's Art the Clown costume, isn't it? Isn't that what that is? That's dope. I love that. Collarbone YouTube is also here saying, just finished The Boys, and this is already my favorite season. It's a very good start to a season, let me tell you. I've been really enjoying it. Those first 2 episodes were really good. I'm really excited to see the rest of it. See where it's going. I'm going to try to cover it when the new episodes come out. But we'll see. we will see what happens. I am excited, though. Excited for where it goes next. Jake, for how long have you been a horror fan? Pretty much my whole life. But I want to say, like, towards when I got out of high school, I started going and seeing them pretty religiously. And that's why I started doing all of this fun stuff. So I've been a pretty big fan of horror my whole life. I've been horrified since I was very young. My dad gave me the Birds and the Bees talk and immediately showed me Evil Dead afterwards. So horror has always been a weird part of my life in one way. In one way or another. Jester saying, I was wondering if you were going to notice my profile picture. You're hyped up about mommy in Terrifier 4, right? I am too. I get it. Trust me. I understand. Oh man. But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get that announcement. There's no way she's not in the film. Absolutely no way. Erica's saying LOLW dad. My dad scared the hell out of me. Yeah, the Necro saying, oh, and the branches. That's why. He gave me the talk and he's like, well, now you can watch Evil Dead. Now you'll understand it. And he showed me that scene and he's like, see? And I'm like, I'm terrified now, Dad. What the fuck? Oh man. But yeah, that's always a fun story that I like to whip out. You guys can share in my trauma now of what happened to me as a young little lad. But always a good time. All right, guys, I think I'm going to peace out for the night. I want to finish up this Dexter video. Oh, shit, look at that. Peyton's throwing $5 out there. Peyton, thank you for the support. You're saying, oh my God, hi, I'm back. I didn't miss it. Well, time to talk horror. You know, we'll hang out for a little while, Peyton. I appreciate the support. I don't want you to feel like we're dipping out right when you can come back. We'll hang out for a little while. We'll make this a good even 2 hours. What is the script about? It's a secret. I can't say what it's about. I'm only sharing it with close friends, so you should feel honored. I want to share out a little idea that I'm working on, just see what other people think about it, kind of thing. So I won't say. It's 12 pages. It's a short film, short story kind of thing. But I'm definitely excited for you to check it out. So, Peyton, I hope you're doing well. I hope church went well, and thank you for being with us now. I appreciate you. So thank you for the support, my friend. I will send that to you when I feel it's ready. There's still a few things. It's still first draft territory for me right now. Necro Mechanimal is saying, watch more Dexter. I'm constantly checking the Patreon for new vids. I will have an episode out of episode 8 tomorrow. I filmed it today, and I started editing it. Dude, all I'm going to say is we got a big reveal in that episode, and I'm like, I was shitting my pants. I think it's going to be the best Dexter video I've made so far. Wow. Like, like I'm really blown away by the big reveal. And I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I should have seen that coming. But I'm happy I didn't, because it really, in the moment, I was really blown away. I'm excited for you to see the reaction, but it's going to be fun. We'll have that out, and this weekend I want to have episode 9 done. So episodes 8 and 9 will be done very shortly here. But I'm moving on that. I also, like, there's going to be a lot of videos this week, if I'm being straight up. if I'm being straight up. There's going to be big update video tomorrow that I want to talk about. A few little weird things have come through. Peter Dinklage is now part of the cast for Alien Earth, which is nuts. So that's really exciting to me. Can't wait to see how that goes. And then, Scary Movie 6 had a new trailer today. There's a bunch of tiny little updates that I kind of want to get into. There's some behind the scenes pictures from Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3 that I'm excited to talk about. So yeah, keep up with the Dexter series though. The first 7 episode reactions are out. We're getting through 8 and 9 soon, and we'll be done with season 1 pretty damn soon here, which is exciting. But I think what I've decided to, in regards to that Patreon and channel member poll that I put out recently about looking at other shows, is I think I'm going to get through seasons 1 through 4 of Dexter, which should lead me sometime into the summer, maybe towards the end of summer. Once we get there, I think that's when I'm going to start another show and do that alongside Dexter. But definitely excited for it. Definitely excited for more reactions on this page. Those have been some of the most fun videos I think to do. Necro's also saying Alien Earth director is making yeah, we will definitely be bringing that up too. An Americanized Terrified, which that's one of the movies that Damien Rugna made before he made When Evil Lurks, which I feel like is the more popular Damien Rugna film, but that one was pretty good. I liked it. I didn't love it like how I loved When Evil Lurks, but it's still very good. I would go so far as to say it's underrated. More people should check it out. The ending especially is great. I feel like it's really slow to get into, and it's like, oh my god, but the back half of that one is fucking awesome. So Terrified, if you have not seen it, not Terrifier, Terrified. Very good movie. Big recommend. And now Noah Hawley is doing the Americanized version of it, which is crazy. I'm shocked we're not getting an Americanized version of When Evil Lurks. I'm shocked we're not getting that. You think that would happen? The opening of Terrified, Fox, I'm a fan of all of it. I don't remember, I remember being kind of bored in the first half. I've only seen it once. I don't even remember the opening scene, if I'm being honest. I hate to say that. I'm looking it up because I don't remember. Oh, okay. Wait, I do remember this opening scene. Okay, because I remember the back half gets really crazy and even more supernatural and shit, and I was like, okay, that's kind of fun. But I'm gonna have to watch it again, because When Evil Lurks blew me away the first time I watched it. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. I wish I had I wish I had seen that movie first and kind of gotten his style a little more and then watched Terrified, because I saw that movie first and then When Evil Lurks. But I think I would have appreciated Terrified more if I had seen When Evil Lurks first. Never even heard of it. I've heard of When Evil Lurks, though. Yeah, that's the more popular one. I feel like that's the one that made a lot of waves a couple years ago. Terrified, it's still a very good movie if you haven't seen it. I do recommend it. I think When Evil Lurks is definitely better, though. But Terrified's also still very good. What other horror movies do I like? Dude, I like so many horror movies. I like a lot of horror movies. That's my bag. It's my jam. I'm trying to think what I watched recently that I really like. Trying to think of new stuff that I've been really vibing with. I mean, Undertone I thought was really fucking solid. I think that one's not getting enough love. I feel like a lot of people didn't really walk away from that one with too much excitement. But I love movies like that, where it's all about just the terror and suspense. It was less about the jump scare and more just about creating an atmosphere. Those are movies that really work for me. I tend to notice. I love when you can build a good atmosphere. A lot of movies don't care about that anymore. A lot of movies don't care about building a scary atmosphere. It's just about the jump, the gore, something exciting right now. Why can I wait to go in blind? That's going to be so much fun for the script. I cannot wait to read it, and thank you for asking, of course. Church was indeed very pleasant. Yes, I'm religious. I believe you be religious and still horror. That's all good, Peyton. No, it's all good. We accept everyone around here, no matter what you believe. So it's all good, my friend. But yeah, I'm excited for you to read it. It's something that I'm hoping to make at some point. It's gross. It's fun. And it's outrageous. That's all I'll say. A lot of the stuff I write is gross, fun, and outrageous. So that's kind of the vibes. This is the saddest thing I've ever written, though, and I think that's what has been really exciting about the project. So it's a very sad story with a dark element of dark humor to it that I think is going to be fun, and I hope people dig. Jester is saying the rip was so good. Well, hang on. Let's not move on from that so fast. Peyton, thank you for the $20. I really appreciate the support. It really does mean a lot. Thank you for helping keep the lights on around here. Thank you. Your constant support of the page, it has not gone unnoticed. So thank you, my friend. Jester is saying the rip was so good. I'll go as far as to say that this was Ben Affleck's best movie since The Town. The Accountant movies are also great. I haven't seen a whole lot of the stuff that he's specifically directed. But I do love a lot of the stuff that Ben Affleck has been in. So the Accountant movies are the ones I've heard of. So I've heard of both of those movies. I'll have to sit down and watch some more of that. There's so many directors that I just miss their stuff. Like the Coen brothers was one that I hadn't really seen a lot of their stuff, and within the last 2 years or so, I've kind of made an effort to go and check out more of those. Fargo was a movie I watched for the first time 2 years ago, and it blew me the fuck away. I'd seen The Big Lebowski years and years and years ago. I think that was the one Coen brothers movie I really had watched. What's another one that I watched? Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I watched that for the first time last 3 years or so. Very good movie. I watched something else of theirs and I just can't remember the name. I can't remember. A lot of Coen brothers stuff I just missed, and I got around to watching that. So that, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon movies, Gotta watch more of those. Gotta watch more movies. I watch a lot of horror, so I don't have time for a whole lot of other stuff. But I do want to make that happen. I'm trying to watch more and more stuff that I haven't seen. You know, TV shows has been a big focus lately. So much TV I've missed out on. I've always been more of a movie guy, so I'm really excited to get into more of that stuff. It's gonna be fun. Big Lebowski's great. Oh my god, it's a classic, man. Peyton, thank you for the 10. Appreciate the support. I really watched Red Right Hand for the first time. It's the only fan film I've been watching from yours, and oh my god, it was great in terms of meta, better than 5, 6, and 7. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Jamie needs to come back. I don't care. Well, we're doing a recut of that, a director's cut. I actually didn't edit Red Right Hand. We had another guy come in and do it. So I'm editing the film now, and I'm kind of changing some things, moving some things around, making it a little different. And I'm really excited. I'm placing back in some scenes that were cut, and that things that I just really wish were left in the final cut. And there's some things that are in the final cut that like shouldn't even be there. And I'm like, I don't know, I didn't want this to be in the final cut, if I'm being honest. So I am really excited to put that out sometime later this year. But there's a few things that still have to happen in order to make that happen. So, but I'm getting moving on it, and I am really hyped for more people to see it. Red Right Hand, it was a fun little film to make, but I do think I've done better with some of my other short films that have come out recently. So give those a watch; those are fun. But Peyton, thank you for the 10. Really does mean a lot, and I hope you enjoyed the other stuff. What else is going on here? We got Freddie saying, Jake, how old were you when you were young back then? How old was I when I was young? What? I was old in my young years. I was that weird kid that listened to like classic rock in high school, though. Really alienated for that reason. I was not really into like the newer stuff until later in life. You know, now as in my 20s, I kind of got into like modern music and stuff. But when I was younger, it was all classic, like up to the 90s. Like all that stuff is all I listened to. It's funny. So when I was young, I was older in a way. Not wise though. Certainly not wise. I still haven't watched WTD. Is it any good? WTD. What is I almost thought you meant like The Walking Dead. And I don't know what WTD is. I'm so sorry. I'm really trying to think about that. Washington, welcome to Derry. Oh. Washington something. I don't know. That's the first word that I thought of with W. Erica, welcome to Derry I thought was really good. I actually, in a way, kind of like the show better than the two movies. First and foremost, the VFX work is shockingly better in the show than in the films, which is something I almost never say. It's probably the one time that has ever happened in the history of ever. Welcome to Derry was really good. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. Any It or Pennywise fan should totally see it. I liked it better than both the movies. Like, just dead ass. Dead ass. Peyton, thank you for the 2. Again, appreciate the support tonight. Will a Chicken Man sequel ever happen? God, I hope so. The project that I want to do more than anything is a full funded Chicken Man feature. It's a film that I feel would be fucking awesome if we could do it right. So hopefully I get to make that at some point in the future, but keeping my fingers crossed. You never know what'll happen, but we'll try to make something happen there. I got a few other projects that I want to get off the ground. We're hopefully going to be making a feature this year, which is crazy. And maybe some other secret projects, but lots of crazy things are in the works right now. And eventually I want to get to doing Chicken Man, though, because I feel really confident that it would be fucking cool. So hopefully we'll be able to do more with that. How I look at that short film is it's like a proof of concept for what would be the opening scene of the feature. And it would a whole story would unfold from there. So there's a guy in a chicken mask and he's stealing babies. Why? You know, that's kind of that's the mystery, I feel like, of the short. And there's clues. You know, there's clues in the short as it stands for what could happen next that we placed in there. But I really hope we get to do it, because it's so fun and it's so gross It would be like the most disgusting third act ever. That's all I'm going to say. Very gross, very disturbing, and very, very cool. Peyton, thank you for the $2. Thank you for the support. Really does mean a lot. The Jester is saying, I watched the first 2 episodes of Welcome to Derry, and to be honest, I didn't really care. I'll give it another shot whenever season 2 is announced. Hopefully my mind will be changed. I feel like at the ending of episode 1 sold me, because I remember thinking, I remember watching the first 2 movies, and they almost felt very safe in a way. Like, I don't know. 2's okay. 1's got some brutal moments to it. There's some elements of the movies that feel very safe, and Welcome to Derry off the rip. And I won't spoil why, but there's something about episode 1 that they're just like, we're ripping the Band-Aid off, holding nothing back. We are going absolutely batshit with this, and I just really appreciated that about the show. I also really like the restraint that the show has. They don't immediately get into Pennywise, and I think that the fact that the show is still, and at least in my opinion, very good without that, that to me shows a lot of strength in the show and why I really liked it so much. Erica's throwing $2 out there saying Washington. That's so funny. Because, you know, if you have a show and you don't have your main killer in it for most of it, like Welcome to Derry, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, well, that feels disappointing, like from an outside perspective. But then you actually you get into the show, you see how the characters progress and all that. And it's like, damn, this is pretty solid. I mean, I liked Welcome to Derry better than, you know, season 5 of Stranger Things, if I'm being honest. I feel very confident in that opinion. So I am definitely hyped for it. Washington. Thank you for the 2, Erica. That's going to be my super chats from now on. Just Washington. What? W? I don't know. Gemstone Ghoul, what's up? How we doing, Talia? Welcome. I'm on my way back from LA now and got to go to Slasher World and meet the owner. I don't even know what Slasher World is, but I want to go there. It's way too cool. Might be getting a job there, so please cross your fingers for me. I'm begging the horror gods, the horror movie and slasher gods, to make that happen for you, Talia. Thank you for being with us tonight. I hope you get it. I hope you had so much fun in LA. It's a place I've never been to, but I really want to go. So much love to you. Thank you for being with us tonight. Appreciate you bunches. Peyton is throwing $5 out there again. Peyton, thank you for your support tonight. Really does mean a lot. The blood and stuff was great, but that pimple popping scene I wanted to throw up. Great effects, my dude. Thank you. Yeah, that pimple is a big part of where the story would go. So that's why I wanted to have it in there. It's a slasher, but it's a body horror at the same time. Let's just say that. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, it is absolutely a it's a gross little movie. But Peyton, thank you for the 5. I'm so glad. That's probably the effect I'm the most proud of in anything I've done is that little pimple pop. That was great. Making all those special effects was such a blast too. My fiance and I, who at the time I just started dating Madison, and I have her in the garage making all these like liquid latex special effects, and I'm like, I need a pimple, but like something that's like the size of a gerbil basically. And she's like, okay, you know, I can do that. We can make that happen. It's when I fell in love with her, I'll be honest. Peyton, thank you for the 5, though. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that was disgusting. The Jester is saying, you know what I'm really excited to see? Joker's Wild Lazarus. Yes, my friend is going to be playing Harley Quinn in that, which is fucking dope, dude. Lauren Alenia, big shout out to her. Super hyped that she gets to do this. I know that's been like a big like cosplay of hers for a long time, that she would play that character essentially at like conventions and whatnot, and now she gets to play her, I should say, in the Joker's Wild sequel, which is dope as fuck. So I'm super excited for that. She's been kind of keeping me updated on everything going on with that, and I'm super hyped for her. So she's gonna be working with David Howard Thornton, you know, alongside Art the Clown. I mean, that's so fucking dope. Lauren's been on the page a couple of times talking some horror with me, which is great. So check out those videos if you haven't seen them. And yeah, she's awesome. So I think she's gonna kick ass in that short. It's gonna be dope. So much love to her. Hope she kicks ass, and hope it's fucking sweet. Erica's saying, oh, I believe that a lot of things are much better than season 5 of Stranger Things. Well, that's kind of a low bar, isn't it? Yeah. I will say Welcome to Derry was a show that did not look very good to me from the outside. Like, I saw the trailers for it and it looked kind of low budget, and you know, you get into the show and I think they do a really good job with the characters. and just everything with Pennywise, that they extend the lore. There's a lot of world building. It's a lot of stuff that works for me, a lot of weird stuff, but things that end up kind of go into some interesting places. And I don't know, Welcome to Derry, man, I was really impressed by, just if nothing else, really impressed by what it ended up doing. And I'm really glad that it did what it did. Peyton is throwing 10 out there saying they're doing a con in my city in Nashville, and Robert Englund is going to be there. That's dope as hell. And I'm going to go to Caroline to go meet Matthew Lillard, David Arquette, Skeet Ulrich. Dude, hell yes. All great people to meet. Very fun. And just super duper positive, which is awesome. Robert Englund, I've never met him before, but I hear he's very charismatic. So I've heard some stories from people who have gone drinking with him after conventions, which is crazy. But yeah, I hear he's a cool dude. Freddy Krueger, man. I mean, that's way too cool. I've yet to meet him. I've gotten to speak and interview some legends, which I'm so thankful for. I got to have Doug Bradley on the page a little while back, and I'm a huge Hellraiser fan. I love those movies, and being able to talk to Pinhead for a little while was fucking dope. I totally embarrassed myself in front of him, but it's fine. I called him a pinhead actor, and he took offense to that, which I still think is very funny. But yeah, no, Doug Bradley's fucking dope. I would love to talk to Freddy. I'd love to talk to fucking Freddy Krueger at some point. So hopefully I get to meet him. Erica hates Hellraiser. Erica's not a fan. Pincushion Head is cool though. I love those gross little movies. They're so weird. They're so weird. Peyton is saying hot take, Hellraiser is overrated. I feel it's just torture. I don't think it's just torture porn. I don't know. I feel like there's more to it than that. I think there's a certain side to it. There's a lust element, but I feel like it's all about like just sin and I feel like they're able to use that concept to have kind of a little bit of an interesting message, have something to say there with it. Being able to, anyone who's looking for the puzzle box, I feel like is inherently flawed. I feel like that's something that's really interesting to me about the series. That's something we're able to explore, is people who are, looking for something to push past just the pleasures of planet Earth. And they end up getting the fucking Cenobites. It's just such a fascinating concept to me. I love the motivation for these killers. It's so unique. It has an undeniable aesthetic to it. I don't know. I love Hellraiser 2 also is just so fucking funny to me. I think it's so unbelievably entertaining. Like it's so like weirdly funny. Because it's got like this like a little bit of dark humor about it, and then the ending where they outsmart Pinhead is just, it's so funny. It's just I don't know, it's one of my favorite 80s movies, I think. Gemstone Ghoul is saying thank you so much, I appreciate it. Hell yeah, absolutely. Anything we can do to put some positive vibes out into the world, Slasher World is a horror museum in West Hollywood. If you ever can make it to LA, you most definitely have to go. People hate on the city, but I love it. I hate when people hate on anytime someone, like I remember going to New York City a few years ago, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's a shithole. Don't go to New York, or whatever." I swear to God, it's the cleanest city I've ever been to in my life, and I've been to a few cities. I've been to a few places in my time. I've been to Miami. I've been to Denver, Cleveland. I've been to Las Vegas, New York City, Boston. I've been to Boston a few times. New York City is the cleanest city I have ever been in my entire life. Anyone who tries to tell you that's not a fun place to go, they're straight up lying, or they just haven't been. New York City is awesome. So whenever people tell me like, "Oh, LA's gross, don't go there," it's hard for me to believe them. It's hard because I went to New York and I had nothing but a great time. I mean, it was just an extremely fun time. Met some really kind people, like just all the way around, if it was part of the event I was going to or just strangers on the street. I'm very sociable. I love talking to people. I don't know. I had a great time. I thought it was awesome. But go to the, don't be afraid to go to the cities. Don't be afraid to travel. A lot of fun stuff just waiting for you out there. Peyton is saying after the Strangers trilogy, I'm gonna make some screen films. Scream movies. Is that what you're saying? I literally had a dream I could do that last week, where Ghostface was in The Office. Yes, the TV show. Time to make a script. Ghostface in The Office is crazy. Who would it? I feel like Dwight would be our Ghostface in that scenario. He's just like, maybe he's fed up with Jim's pranks. He's over it. He's taking revenge. Who's his accomplice? That's my question. Necro McAnimal is saying, nice to see it outside of the Pennywise form in Welcome to Derry. I agree. I've heard the Snyder cut of the two films. They're including an iteration of it as the werewolf. That was something from the book and the original miniseries. Could be amazing, but since it was cut, I'm skeptical. There's a lot of things that was cut from It Chapter 1, though, in particular, that was only cut because they were trying to avoid an NC-17 rating. And, like, I guess there was a scene where Pennywise ate a fucking baby. And I'm like, dude, that's kind of cool. It's kind of fucked up, but it's kind of cool. And I'm like, I want to see that. I want to see that unfold. What's going on there? So I understand being skeptical about it, but I'm like weirdly hyped up. I feel like that might be the way to watch those two films. Because I feel like a lot of things, especially for It Chapter 2, were cut to make the movie more like accessible to a wider audience. You know, It comes out and it's like the most profitable horror movie ever. So with the sequel, obviously there's a lot of studio interference. They're like, make this thing accessible so we make that kind of money again. You know, don't just make the scariest horror film you possibly can. And I feel like that kind of held them back a little bit, right? But yeah, I'm super duper excited to see whatever that supercut is of It. I hope they release it in theaters or something. I will be watching it. Speaking of which, they have the assembly cut of Alien 3 on Hulu, which is something that this weekend I'm going to have some time. I'm going to watch. I've never seen it before. It's the version that David Fincher doesn't fucking hate. And I'm like kind of hyped to see that. Alien 3 is a movie, in my opinion, that has a lot of potential, but I'm just not crazy about. So I'm kind of hyped to see what this assembly cut's all about. Like what makes this different? So really excited to see it. Doom Switch is saying, thanks for staying on later. It's helping me get through the work night. Anything I can do, my friend. Hopefully work's not too bad. I know, Madison she's been stressed out lately with work, and that makes me so sad. So I hope she's doing good, and I hope you're doing good too, my friend. The Jester is saying Times Square is a mess, though. We only briefly went through Times Square, I will admit. But it was cool. It was a good time. If anyone tries to hand you something, don't take it. That's the one thing that I that I was told going to New York that did end up being true. Like, don't take anything anyone hands you. Someone's trying to hand you something. Erica Stabs for likes is saying, good. So I'm glad people aren't shitting on Welcome to Derry. Makes me feel good about watching. I think it's totally like if you're not sold after episode 1, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I'll say. Like episode 1 is to me, I was so iffy about the show, and then I watched episode 1 and I'm like, I'm fucking sold. Like, let's go. This is great. Blindside New Zealand is saying 100% agree. Jake, my wife and I, we had the time of our lives in New York City. Food is awesome. People are awesome. Vibe is awesome. So polite. Expensive though, but we're saving up to go back. Yeah, that's for sure. That's the downside. It's a very expensive city. Yeah, no, I do agree with you there, but the food is awesome. And honestly, if you want to go to New York and not spend a whole lot of money on food in particular, I mean, I do recommend you go and get some good food there. It's some of the best food in the world in New York City. But if you want to like not spend too much money, the pizza's like $1.50 for a slice, like everywhere on like every fucking street. It's crazy. We tried so much New York pizza when I was there. It was New York pizza for almost every meal. It was disgusting and awesome at the same time. But New York pizza fucks. The other thing I'll recommend too is get a bodega bagel sandwich, like a breakfast sandwich. We went the morning after the premiere. We went to New York City because I got invited to the premiere for Stream from Michael Levy, and we we went the next morning to just a bodega, hole in the wall place kind of thing, and we got ourselves an egg sandwich, and I swear to God, it's one of the best breakfast sandwiches I've ever had. I don't know what they did differently. Maybe just use a little more butter in the eggs or something like that, but whew, damn, that was good. Get yourself a little bodega breakfast sandwich in the morning. That's what I'll tell you. Oh, you're worried about calories? You're in New York City. Have some fun. Have some fun, sweetheart. It's okay. I can relate. School's a bitch, but my boys remind me to keep going. Keep going. You go to school. Go to school and seek a higher education. Do it. People will tell you it's not worth it. It's worth it. I regret not finishing college. I started college, I didn't finish, and I should have finished. So take it from me, someone who's almost in their 30s. Go to college. Go to college, seek a higher education. I regret not finishing. I should have. I want to go back and finish, but when do I have the time to do that? So do it when you're young and you have that opportunity to make it happen. Do it. Bobby Smooth is saying, bro, I will argue I Know What You Did Last Summer 25 is better than Scream 7. So that's one of those things that I really got to sit on. Because, like, here's my thing. I think that Scream 7 has better kills. And I Know What You Did Last Summer, I was pretty disappointed with the kills overall. But I don't know. I mean, I think there's an argument to say that the I Know What You Did Last Summer reveal is better than the Scream 7 reveal, but both just kind of left me disappointed and confused. But you know what? You know what I'll say to that, Bobby Smooth? I'm going to say that I agree with you, because at least I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025. I don't like, it's got it has some very apparent problems, but it does not feel like a corporate slop kind of movie. Like it does. My problems with it is that it feels like a messy love letter, where Scream 7 just feels like we're churning out product. You know what I mean? We are churning out a product to put out and serve on a plate. Where I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025, I think was clearly made with love, but just not precision, if that makes sense. So, you know what, Bobby? I think I agree with you. I think I would agree that I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 is better than Scream 7. Just for the feel. For the feels alone. Peyton is asking if I want to see Mario Galaxy. I still haven't seen it yet. I've had people actually invite me to go see it because I've been talking about it on stream and saying that I don't have anyone to go with. So people have been inviting me, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go now. You saw it Wednesday and Friday, pretty fucking peak. It doesn't have a story though. I don't think I need a story. I've heard from a few people that it doesn't have a story, and that kind of bums me out. I'll say that, but it is really good if you on like Spider-Man No Way Home. I think I'm at the point where I'm just kind of like like there's so many movies that are nostalgia baiting me that I'm just kind of like, I'm bummed out. I'm bummed out by it. I want them to try something else out, I guess is where I'm at with it. But hey, I'll check it out at some point though. I'll definitely go and watch it. Hoppers is the one that I'm like dying to fucking see. Like I'm on the edge of my seat trying to check that one out. Heard some really good reviews about that. Kenny is saying, which one has the best opening scene, Scream or Final Destination? Ooh. I mean, like, in terms of, like, you know, back in 1996, I think Scream's opening scene was crazy shocking. Did not expect that to happen. But the one that scares me the most is definitely Final Destination. That scene is still scary today. I think that's still one of the scariest scenes, I think, in all of Final Destination, is that plane crash. Dude, I mean, that is horrific. That still gets under my skin a little bit. And it's such a like, what the fuck moment. Because it's like the movie just started and everyone is dead. What is going on? And then you come out of the eye. It's a premonition. I mean, it's such a crazy way to start a movie. And Scream's opening scene, I mean, it's scary. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing. It's super iconic. But I just feel like Final Destination is inherently a scarier opening for me personally. And that's why I think it's still... That's why it's probably my favorite of the two. But I think that, you know, the Scream opening scene, it's iconic for what it did. Drew Barrymore dying in the opening scene after marketing this as a Drew Barrymore movie. I mean, that's brilliant. Yeah, come on now. Both of those movies are brilliant for what they did. But that Final Destination scene, it still gets under my skin a little bit every time I watch it. It's awesome. Doom Switch is saying, I don't know, man. I think that the log truck scene was freaky. That gets under my fucking skin too. That scene, oh my God, both of those scenes are so good. That might be the best part of Final Destination too, if I'm being honest. That opening, ooh. I mean, I love all the Final Destination movies, if I'm being honest. I like to make my jokes about the fourth movie. Like, it's bad, but I still enjoy. Every time I put it on, I have a good time. I'm never not having a good time watching that movie. So I don't know, man. I love Final Destination. But yeah, Kenny, I love the Final Destination movies. I think all 6 of them are good. I don't even care. Like, crap on the 4th one. Yeah, it's the worst one, but I still love them all. Put on any of those movies, I'm having a good time. Just simple, sweet, blood and guts and action. It's awesome. Bobby's saying, yes, bro, and Freddie Prinze Jr. low-key acting his ass off. I think it's really cool that they give Freddie Prinze Jr. the killer role. You know, I think that's dope as hell. I don't think it doesn't really line up with anything that happened with his character in the past, though. You know, I feel like him being this red herring, especially in 2, is what made those movies like kind of work in their own weird little ways. And to actually make him it just feels like it's rewriting history is what it's doing. There was no, like, there's nothing that happens in 1 or 2 that would make him turn into a killer all these years later. It's almost nonsensical, but I have to admit, he does give a good performance. You know, it's just the logic of it. I don't think adds up. I think the other thing that I'm not crazy about with it is that the original plan for the sequel was to turn Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character into the killer, you know, back then. And I think that it's one of those things where I'm like, it could have worked back then, but, you know, not really having anything in between. Maybe if they had made, you know, this movie be like some sort of impetus towards him becoming a killer in the next thing, that could have worked. Like, what if his daughter got killed in this movie or something, and that turns him into a killer for whatever comes next? That could have been interesting, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just not. I guess I wasn't crazy about that reveal. But like I said earlier, it's a total love letter to the original film, and I think that even though it is crazy, messy, sloppy, and frustrating as hell, I think conceptually I still like I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 more than Scream 7. The shot of the girl's body ragdolling out of the sunroof in Final Destination 2 had me freaked out. Yeah, there's some, like, you know, obviously Final Destination is heightened. You know what I mean? Like, things probably wouldn't go down like that, but all the kills in Final Destination typically happen in a way where it's like an accident like that could happen. You know, like that's how a lot of those kills are, and I think that's why it scares me a little bit. I don't, you know, I love slasher movies. They're fun, but I don't know if they necessarily like scare me. Like, I don't know if I'm scared of a guy in a Ghostface mask. Maybe I would be if they were really coming after me with a knife. But like, the shit that scares me is like a lot of the stuff that could either like really happen or just some like an image that is just so unbelievably terrifying and surreal. Just watching real pain, whether that be through a supernatural lens or whatever. But you know, when horror is too fun, it's not scary anymore, and that's fine. I don't need not all my horror movies. I don't need them all to be scary, but when something really gets under my skin, I'm like, that's what really impresses me. Because I really don't get scared too much by movies, but when you can create that atmosphere and freak me out, I'm like, okay, like you got something here. You know, you got something special here. I love when a movie can do that, and it doesn't happen often, but when it does, ooh, love it. I had a dream last night that I'm legit trying to figure out how to work into something. Dude, I had this nightmare. I was getting chased around by zombies in like this parking lot. I have this nightmare every now and then, like that I'm getting chased around by zombies, but this was like the most vivid version of that dream ever. And I'm like, I'm legitimately thinking about making my own like 28 years later style movie where it's just fast zombies chasing people. I'm like, man, just something like that. That's been something that's bouncing around my brain lately. Zombies scare the fuck out of me. I don't know. Fast zombie movies, man, they always get under my skin. That's something that never fails to freak me out. That works for me. Final Destination works for me. Shit like that. Raptor Crashers is saying, I watched a movie called Man Behind the Sun. They were going for an approach like most war movies where they show how terrible war is, but the movie is so extreme you never want to think about it again. And that's a good point. That's a good thing to bring up too, because I feel like when you take it to such extremes that it's not even fun anymore, it's like, ooh, I don't know about that. There are like overly disturbing movies that just push the envelope so far. I'm like, I'm not even having fun anymore. You know, like that I think is too much for me. But yeah, I do love when I just love a good, fun, scary ass movie. Dawn of the Dead, the remake of that, Kenny, that's a great, yeah, 100%. That scares the shit out of me. I love that movie. It's awesome. Bobby is saying, love it. Another horror hot take for you. Nightmare on Elm Street remake is not the worst one in the franchise. And the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th, maybe the best one other than 3 or 6. Bobby, I agree with both of your takes there. The Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, I know I'm in the minority when I say this, but the majority of those movies are not very good. I don't know. I just, for what, you know, what's great about all those movies, all the Robert Englund ones, is his performance. But some of the characters are so paper thin that I'm like, if there's some of those movies, especially 4 and 5, and even a little bit of Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead is so bad it's good, but that's a whole different story. But 4 and 5 are just like, if Freddy's not on screen, I am bored to tears. And at least the remake has some good characters, but the concept of that movie was not great. But I agree. I think the remake is definitely not the worst one. I would rank it higher than most, probably. I think the opening scene of Nightmare on Elm Street 2009, 2010, whenever that came out, I honest to God, I think it's one of the best scenes in the whole franchise. I would go so far as to say that. The opening scene is fucking scary in that movie, dude. Really well done. I wish the whole movie carried that same energy, but it doesn't. But yeah, I could talk on and on about that, but I actually agree with a lot of those hot takes. The Friday the 13th remake is still probably my favorite of that whole franchise. I think it's great. Friday Part 2, Friday Part 4, and of course, Jason Lives. I mean, come on now. All those movies are great, but lot of fun Fridays. It's kind of that time of year now where I'm starting to think about wanting to watch a Friday the 13th. It's been so long since I've seen one of those. Oh, man, I got to put one of those on soon. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be live again Friday to talk some scary movie. I might be live tomorrow. I'm not sure. I know we're doing a kill zone over on the Night Watch Zones page. But I might try to play some games or something tomorrow too. Thank you to everybody who threw a super chat out there. It really helps keep the lights on around here. So thank you for that. Really does mean a lot. But so much love to you all. I will definitely see you guys Friday, maybe tomorrow. And as always, everybody, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.